Odyssey is a painting about nonlinear journeys and repeating cycles through life. The inspiration came from reading Homer's Odyssey and studying the major arcana of the tarot at the same time. It became a fascinating parallel study. Tarot is often treated as an intuitive reading tool, but it actually has a long and layered history that pulls from ancient and more modern religious symbolism and carries these shared grains of wisdom that show how similar a lot of belief systems are, whether monotheistic or polytheistic. And what stood out the most was how much tarot relates to Homer's Odyssey in the way that the life cycles rise and fall. I kept noticing how directly certain moments aligned with the specific archetypes of the major arcana, like the ship being destroyed felt like the tower moment, the rock bottom collapse, the rescue afterwards feels like the star, the return of hope. Odysseus tied to the mast mirrored the hanged man, which is less dramatic than it sounds and has more to do with clarity found in suspension. And I realized that these connections could be expressed visually in a way that words alone might not capture. Normally, my compositions come from an intuitive, subconscious process using my non-dominant hands, but I knew that this one needed a bit more of a map, so I sketched the moments in my sketchbook, numbering them to match the 22 archetypal stages, and then I figured out where each would sit vertically on the canvas, almost like placing them on an axis. It made sense to rank them by material and spiritual significance because a material win is not always a spiritual one, and the reverse is true as well. Once the map was in place, I developed the composition and shaped each moment while weaving them into a larger picture. Working this way became a powerful tool for introspection, and it helped me express not only the shared human experience of nonlinear paths, but also my own. That is part of why the section that corresponds to the Hanged Man is placed so high. These quieter moments of pause and reflection often determine the direction that we choose next. And they may not look like the most dramatic parts of the journey, but they can sometimes be the most defining. In the background, I kept the environment oceanic, which ties directly to the Odyssey and also the notion of the waters of the subconscious. There's a subtle indicator of the path looping in on itself and starting again, which reflects the idea that these journeys never actually end. You finish a cycle and step into the next one with more experience, and the order of events might shift, but the movement always continues. Odyssey was shown at the Hamptons Fine Art Fair this past summer and was purchased by a buyer in Hong Kong, which was exciting for me, especially after less than a year of leaving architecture to devote myself fully to art. But the real meaning of this painting comes not from the outcome, but from the process. Creating it shaped me as an artist and helped me set the direction for my future work. So I'm grateful for the experience of making it, where it ended up, and I hope that it resonates with anyone who spends time with it.